Alright, at the end of this video we're going to do another dojo giveaway. This time we're going to talk about the Shuko. We've done a video on this before, but this question keeps coming up. What are those ninja hand claws? These are called the Shuko or Takagi. These are from the Togakure Ryu. The Togakure Ryu is an old ninja school from 1162, founded by Daisuke Nishina. It's supposedly the root of Ninjutsu, the Togakure Ryu, and there were other, of course, clans around back then. These hand claws, as well as a couple others that I'll show you, were classified under Kakushi Buki, which basically means hidden types of weapons of the ninja. They weren't outwardly held. They weren't like a sword or a bow and arrow. These were concealed weapons that were hidden from view that you could attack at night. Others are, of course, the famous shuriken, senban here of the Togakure Ryu. We've all seen the ninja stars. We've done many, many videos on these. The others were Kyoketsu Shoge. Kyoketsu Shoge is this cool little kama with a blade here. Both of these would have been sharp. This would have been made of rope or horse hair. Long, long rope. And then you had a ring at the end that you could swing at the opponent, ensnare their legs or their arms, catch their sword perhaps, and then run in and dispatch. You also had other things like the tetsubushi, the caltrops that could be thrown, and a few other weapons called kakushibuki. We know that history is written by the winners, so take all of this with a grain of salt. None of us were there. The historical records, many of those were lost in fire back then because everything was written on a scroll. It wasn't like we had the cloud that we could upload information to. So it was an oral tradition or a written tradition that would have been destroyed by many fires or people destroying it. Plus the ninja wouldn't have wanted other people to know. These were hidden weapons. They wouldn't be telling people, hey, here's what the weapons that we specialize in. This knowledge would have been hidden from samurai and ninja families around. Here's a real pair of these Shuko. These are extremely sharp, very well made, and made of leather and vinyl and steel. The back of these could be used to block or destroy someone's skull. And then, of course, you would take these out, one on each hand, and you would rake people's skin. Gross, I know, but people would go back to their village and say, I was attacked by a tiger or a bear or something in the forest. I was ripped apart. He had human form, but I swear he had claws. And they would just be covered in lacerations from these. These have 4 spikes, but I've seen them with as many as 5 or as few as 2 or 3. This will go around your wrist here. Now, were these used for climbing? A lot of people ask that. It's possible. They do aid in climbing. I had these since I was 10. 1980 I had my first pair. And sure, I would climb trees, but we were never successful, all of us, at climbing vertically, because if you put that in a tree, first of all, they're not very long, and all your body weight would cause the back of these to dig into your bones and hand and ruin your hand. So to pull yourself up this way would be extremely ineffective. But we could wrap around the tree trunk to help us scale. So you would wrap around the trunk and hold in. And of course you had a pair of ashiko, which were the foot versions that you'd slip on your tabi boots, which would help you scale. Think of a lineman or a line person going up a pole and how they use these foot spikes to scale up the pole. These would keep you from falling, but the foot spikes would do most of the work as you shimmy up. However, I found that a rope or something around was just as good, and these were actually more burdensome. Were they used to climb castle walls? Again, who knows? I have tried climbing with these into stone and walls. They're not very effective. You're actually much better off just using your bare hands for climbing, or even like a kunai or something. These are not effective. Why? Because they're not big, and they're not designed for climbing. They're more for self-defense. I love these. Here's another pair that are more long, more like a bear claw. Look at these. So these are a form, a derivation. If you remember the Bruce Lee movie, Enter the Dragon, when Han, the bad guy, pulled out, I think he broke a case, and there was a pair of these super long, and he was slicing up Bruce Lee, and there's a poster of Bruce Lee with all these lacerations all over him from these. This would have been a version. Really interesting little weapon here. Could be hidden and concealed and brought out at night to damage your opponent. Shinobi Shako Takagi from the Togakure Ryu. There's a lot of names for these. The word sho means hand, or shu in this case. In Chinese and Japanese it's te. And then ko means hook, or to crochet, to sew is ko. So shuko. hand claw. You can just say hand claws. Here's a good book on the weapons of the Togaku-ryu by Hatsumi Sensei called History and Tradition. The old red cover with the yellow moon. This came out in 1981. This is a good book you can find on Amazon. It has all the weapons in it. A little bit of history. It's a very easy read. Tons of photos of the weapons and the methods of the ninja and a little bit of unarmed combat. There's Mr. Hayes. He was just here 2 weeks ago teaching at our dojo. Stretching, the Junon Taiso, and a little bit of history, as well as some words by Hatsumi Sensei. Just look for the big red cover with the big yellow moon. You can buy this for 15 or 20 bucks. This is a good light read. If you want a heavier read, a dry read, much more for the scholarly mind, Hidden Lineage by Sean Askew talks more about the history of the Togaku-ryu and how it connects to the modern day practitioner. Nothing in here really about the weapons, a little bit, but more of the history of the clans back then and how they tied together. Sean's quite the scholar on this particular subject. So this is called Hidden Lineage, The Ninja of the Toda Clan by Sean Askew. This is for those who want more of a historical read rather than a light read about the weapons. Now, brings us to this. Ninja Hand Claws. This is what you can win right now if you enter the word Shuko. Type in Shuko, S-H-U-K-O, in the comments section below, and you have a chance to win these hand claws. We will mail these to you if you win. Ninja Shuko, traditional ninja climbing tool designed to be worn on the hands for climbing, scaling, ice walking, and self-defense. Heavy-duty construction, adjustable bracelet bands. Pack of 1 pair. Inside are 2 of these that you will receive. Listen carefully, my friends. If these are not legal in your state, do not enter. Sadly. I know, I'd like to win these too, but if they're not legal, don't bother entering. If these are not legal in your state or country, don't enter, please, because we can't ship them. We do a lot of research. I have mods that help me out. Once you win, they verify your identification. They find out if the laws, if these are legal where you live. They check your address to make sure you're not a fake sock account to try to steal this. And I just got a email yesterday from the U.S. Postal Service saying they can't mail to Australia right now because of the lockdown from COVID. They're having such issues with shipping all over the world. Everything's late. Shipping is going to be an issue. So if you live in the U.S. and these are allowed in your state or Canada, wherever you live, we'll gladly ship these, but we will do our research to make sure that a minor or someone who shouldn't have these gets them. These are fairly sharp, so they could really damage. You have to be careful. Treat them as a respectful tool rather than a toy. If you want to win these, type in Shuko and we'll see who wins next week. Our friend Matt up in Maine just won the Sting sword. We just shipped that off to him, so Matt, you'll be receiving that sword probably next week. This is our 10th free giveaway in the channel and many more to come. So if you're not interested in this, that's okay, but some of you out there will want a pair of those, and we can ship those if you win. Type in Shuko. That's all you have to do, and we'll choose a name probably a week from today. And we'll do more giveaways of all kinds of different things. I have several things coming in that we're going to give away to you just for being a loyal subscriber of our channel. We've been around for a long time. Wait till we hit the 25,000 subscriber count. You want to talk about a giveaway? I'm going to give away the most expensive, interesting thing that we've given away to date when we hit that 25,000 subscriber mark, which is coming up very soon. All of these videos will always continue to be free. Until next time, my friends, good luck on winning these Shuko. We'll see you soon. Have a great night or day wherever you live. Have fun. Bye-bye.